will be without two of their starters today, including their leading scorer, an all-region player from last year, Wyatt Runk, injured his ankle on a basket early in the third quarter down at Science against Hankinson. And talking with head coach Kim Mark, and they looked at it and thought, well, he might be able to go today. They had the doctor-physician check it out, and they said, well, he probably could go, but Kim just decided against it. He's just going to hold him off until Tuesday. The Broncos are guaranteed a home game. They'll have a home play-in game. They could be as high as number 6. They could fall to 7 or 8. Likely would be the number 7 seed. There is a scenario where they could drop to the number 8 seed. After the games last night, we know that Oak Grove is number 4. We know the bottom 5 seeds, with Wyndmere-Lidgerwood beating Tri-State, Oak Grove beating Maple Valley. Wyndmere-Lidgerwood's the number 9 seed, as they own the tiebreaker, as Wyndmere-Lidgerwood, Tri-State, and Maple Valley all ended up 4 and 8 in the region, but Wyndmere-Lidgerwood beat both of those teams, and Tri-State beat Maple Valley. So Wyndmere-Lidgerwood will be number 9, Tri-State the number 10 seed, Maple Valley number 11. So there's a good chance one of the area teams, either Northern Cass, Lisbon, or will get Maple Valley in the first round in the play-in matchup. First game for Central Cass since last Saturday at the Blickery Activity Center, a game that did count towards the region standings, and it was a battle with the Milner North Sargent Bulldogs. A back-and-forth game, 31-30. Central Cass led at halftime. Game went back and forth, and the Bulldogs actually held the lead. Had a 4-point lead going into the fourth quarter, but a big three by Owen Worry in the final minute that upped the lead for Central Cass from 1-4 really was the shot that propelled Central Cass to the win, as Worry coming back after he missed about 3 weeks due to injury and came back a little sooner than they expected. Talking with head coach Matt Norman of the Squirrels, and I know when the injury was first diagnosed and he was out of the lineup, they were thinking they might have him back for this finale here to end the regular season against the Broncos, or definitely back for the regional, and he came back ahead of time, and it's a good thing they had him. He is potential wild card here for Central Cass, the way he can shoot the ball, especially from outside. He had 16 points in that win on Monday. Josh Dixon added, last Saturday, Josh Dixon added 12, Max Kobervig 11. Big win for the Squirrels in the region, 57-56 over Milner North Sargent. And if things potentially shake out, they might get the Bulldogs again in the quarterfinals. We'll see. Enderlin and Milner North Sargent play tonight. The winner of that gets the number 5 seed. The loser could fall to number 6, or in Enderlin's case, could even slide down to number 7, depending on potential tiebreakers on this one. So that game will tell us a lot. That's later tonight. That's the varsity game there in Enderlin, about 7:30. And meantime, here in this one, the Squirrels just want to try and get a win here. It is senior day, as 3 seniors playing their final home game here at Central Cass. Devin Klingbeil, Thomas DeBoyu, and Jonah Leitz, and those 3 will be recognized here in just a few minutes as the Squirrels finishing up their warm-up. And, well, good thing we can get this game in, as yesterday the snow, Lisbon tried to get out, and there was a little bit more snow down down to our south and west, Milner and Gwinner and those areas, and Lisbon. Talking with Kim Mark, head coach of the Broncos, and he said, we probably got about 6 inches of snow, and it was tough going in Ransom and Sargent County yesterday, and they couldn't get out of Lisbon yesterday with the pretty moderate, at times heavy snowfall. They didn't get they got a little more snow than we did up here, about 3 to 4 inches in a lot of places in and around Fargo, Moorhead, Castleton, in rural Cass County. And this game, thankfully, they were talking about hoping they didn't have to stretch it out to Monday with the play-in round scheduled for Tuesday, so they got this one in, and trying to get this one in before 7 o'clock. Of course, the Red, White, and Squirrel fundraiser in Castleton is coming up this evening as well. So it should be a good matchup here, although the Broncos a little bit shorthanded with Wyatt Runk out of the lineup, and also one of the other starters, Colby Rasmussen, out of the lineup for the Lisbon Broncos. In that loss to Hankinson last Saturday, taking a look at the Christian Leeds, he'll drive, take it back out, Klingbeil, drives left baseline, bumps into left, reverse layup, good.
Good on the rebound by Christian Leeds. And the Squirrels trying to break out. Here's Dixon into the lane, lays it in.
Squirrels on this end. We'll see what they can do. Emma Lee, pass out on top, Holzer, not a Cobb now, a wing pass. Three! Right between the eyes! Bill Leonard hits the shot.
Good, rebounded by Cates, and this will count if it goes, and it's good! My goodness, Wes Cates nails it at the buzzer.
Left side, McKinnon with it. Up top for Holzer, reverses it right wing. Morgan Lee, cross court, McKinnon, open, a three for the lead. Bingo! Stepping back, shot fake. That is Kabervig for Cates. Back for Kabervig, three, far corner over Yantis. Good! Kabervig varies the three. Just turn over Enderlin. Down floor with it on the drive. Kabervig to the blocks. A kick out. Three. Cates. Got it. Holzer. Riley takes one dribble. Morgan Lee sets her feet right of the key. 20-footer. Good! Is too strong. Ball still loose. Dixon grabs underneath. He'll put it up and in. And the foul.
Need seed, think proceed.
Now, back to more high school sports on 103.9 The Truck.
Back here at Castleton, pretty decent crowd. They got a busy day here at the Central Cass School as they have got a music competition going on at the Bank North Theater and at the adjacent to the school. We mentioned they've got the Red, White, and Squirrel fundraiser coming up after, well, the game tonight around 7 o'clock. And so a busy weekend, so I'm glad they could get this one in after Lisbon unable to make the trip yesterday as the Broncos come in, as we mentioned, winners of 5 of their last 7 games. They're 9-10 overall. Right now, look at the region standings. Kindred, with their win last night, they defeated Northern Cass 62-32. They end up 18-2 overall, 11-1 in the region. If Richland, I haven't heard or seen a final today, but taking on Sargent Central, and I imagine Richland heavily favored there. If Richland wins, they'd be 11-1 in the region as well. Same thing for Central Cass if they take care of the Broncos this afternoon. But if Richland wins, they would be the number 1 seed. They have a head-to-head win over Kindred. Kindred would be number 2 and Central Cass number 3. Oak Grove locked in at number 4. And don't look now, Kyle Card's team, where they rout over Maple Valley last night, they're playing some solid ball as well. 9-3 in the region, 11-9 overall, and looks like they've gotten it figured out. So a lot of teams in the conversation in Region 1. A lot of folks looking at Richland and Kindred, and Central Cass has certainly played very well down the stretch. But don't ignore the Grovers. And I think basketball fans around here are smart enough to know they're always going to be in the mix. 9-3 as they ended up region play, routing Maple Valley last night. Milner North Sargent 6-5 in the region going into their game with Enderlin. A Bulldogs win over the Eagles tonight. They clinch the number 5 seed. If Enderlin wins, then Enderlin would be the number 5 seed. Milner North Sargent would slide to 6. Lisbon is 5-6 in the region. Northern Cass is 5-7. If there is a 3-way tie, if I've got this figured right, between Enderlin, Lisbon, and Northern Cass, if they all end up 5-7, Northern Cass would own the tiebreaker. They would be number 6 and would host Maple Valley in the first round. A potential that perhaps Northern Cass could slide to 7 as well, but the Jags will host a first-round game on Tuesday, and Lisbon will as well. It's just a question of whether they'll be 7 against Tri-State or perhaps number 8. They would face Wyndmere Lidgerwood in that. So they do know they're getting a home game for sure. It's just a question of who the opponent will be on Tuesday at Lisbon High School, and same thing for Northern Cass as well. That first-round opponent could be Maple Valley, could be Tri-State, potentially Wyndmere Lidgerwood, but it looks like they'll probably be the 6 or 7 seed. Hunter Grain Company starting lineups coming up after our national anthem. That comes up in a minute.
It's time to think about your equipment's maintenance and eliminating downtime for 2019 with Valley Plains Equipment's proactive service inspections. Valley Plains Equipment offers service inspections for John Deere equipment, including row crop and high horsepower tractors, sprayers, combines, corn heads, and seeding equipment. Sign up now to take advantage of no payment, no interest options. Call Valley Plains Equipment in Hunter and ask for Mike or Jeremy. Or call Galesburg and talk to Don or Dory about getting signed up today. Ask for details about trucking or on-farm option.
Cass Rural Water District, headquartered in Kindred, is proud to serve nearly 5,400 rural residents with quality water in Cass County, as well as parts of Trail, Richland, and Barnes County. As the numbers continue to grow, be assured that their commitment to service is top priority among its 13 communities, including Castleton, Gardner, Amenia, Page, and Grandin, with board members who are also their neighbors. Cass Rural Water District, headquartered in Kindred, proud to support this high school sports broadcast.
Live on the web at 1039thetruck.com.
Oh, say does the star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Our national anthem here at Central Cass High School is the Squirrels and the Lisbon Broncos set to tip off. Our game brought to you this evening on this Saturday at 1039 The Truck, 1039thetruck.com. And boy, Mother Nature has played some tricks on, not just us, but athletic directors throughout the region in the last. They have definitely added a degree of difficulty in the last few weeks, but glad we're able to get this one in and just cross our fingers for the upcoming tournaments here in the next 2 to 3 weeks. Game brought to you by the Hunter Grain Company, by Moore Engineering of West Fargo, Castleton Lumber of Castleton, and Jerry's Excavating of Castleton, along with the Cass County Reporters. Right now, they're going to have the announcements for they're going to recognize the 3 seniors here on Senior Day with Thomas DeBoyu, Devin Klingbeil, and Jonah Leitz as the 3 seniors being all recognized here today. Thomas DeBoyu is first off, as next up will be Devin Klingbeil, but good to see them recognized. Good to see a good crowd here as well. So we mentioned, let's continue on, just take a look at the standings here before we get to our Hunter Grain Company starting lineups. As after Northern Cass, we ended up 5-7, 8-12 overall, with Wyndmere-Lidgerwood beating Tri-State last night. The Raiders, and Maple Valley losing to Oak Grove, Wyndmere-Lidgerwood beating Tri-State. The Warbirds, Raiders, and Tri-State all end up at 4-8. Wyndmere-Lidgerwood beat both teams, so they would be the number 9 seed. Tri-State is number 10 as they beat Maple Valley, so they've got the tiebreaker there. And then with Maple Valley losing to both the Warbirds and the Tigers, they would be the number 11 seed. Hankinson is number 12. Sargent Central is number 13. As we do know, Sargent Central will go to Oak Grove on Tuesday night for a play-in matchup there. Hankinson will get the number 5 seed, which will either be Milner, North Sargent, or Enderlin. Maple Valley, the number 11 seed, will go to the number 6 seed, so that could be potentially Milner, North Sargent, possibly Northern Cass. Tri-State, the number 10 seed, they'll go on the road, maybe to Lisbon, maybe to Northern Cass, and then Wyndmere-Lidgerwood will go to the number 8 seed. So a nice hand for the 3 seniors and their families as they are recognized here before the game. Let's get to our Hunter Grain Company starting lineups. First off, for the visiting Lisbon Broncos. The Broncos come in 9-10 overall, 5-6 in region play. Kim Mark, the veteran coach of the Broncos. Kim led the Broncos to 3 state tournament appearances, 1998, 99, and 2008. The Broncos are scoring just under 51 points a game, giving up 50. Central Cass, in comparison, giving up 56 points a game and scoring 61 per night. Starting lineup for the Broncos, there are 2 starters down. The guards will be number 2, Chase Johnson, a 6'1 senior. Joined in the backcourt by number 3, Dawson Perro. Perro is a 6-foot junior. And a third guard will be number 22, Parker Runk. That'll be Wyatt Runk's younger brother. He is a 6'1 sophomore. Forwards will be number 34, Mason Lukes. Lukes is a 6'2 junior. And the other forward, and you'll see some time in the post, is number 40, Reese Holmstrom. He is a 6'4 junior. Guards are Chase Johnson, Perro, and Runk. That's Parker Runk, Mason Lukes, and Reese Holmstrom for the Lisbon Broncos. They're in the Road Reds with the gold lettering and numerals, trimmed in white and red and gold trim. For the Central Cass Squirrels, the Squirrels come in at 13-6. Overall, they are 10-1 of the region. Matt Norman, the head coach of the Squirrels, assisted by Bill Rutz, Harrison Cates, and Brent Nelson. And the starting lineup will go like this. They will start the three seniors here on Senior Day. The guards will be number 10, Zach Cates, a 6'2 junior. Will be joined in the backcourt by number 14, Devin Klingbeil, a 6-foot senior, and number 20, Thomas DeBoyu, a 5'9 senior. Forwards will be the Leitzes, Christian, a 6'4 junior, and Jonah Leitz, a 6'4 senior. You'll see more than likely Wes Cates coming off the bench. Max Coppervig, who normally starts, you'll see a lot of playing time. Owen Worry and Josh Dixon as well for Central Cass. So the starting lineup, the guards will be DeBoyu, Zach Cates, and Klingbeil, and the Leitz boys are the forwards, Christian and Jonah for Central Cass. And the home whites, red lettering and numerals outlined in black and red in black trim. Opening tab coming up here momentarily. Broncos and Squirrels coming up. Actually, we will keep it here. We're about ready to get things going. Just the final huddle as teams shaking hands at center court. As our starting lineup is brought to you by the Hunter Grain Company. Locations in Hunter and Gardner, a local farmers cooperative. Well, Squirrels after tonight will get that first round bye. They know they will be the number 3 seed. They will have the late game at the Shack, the Region 1 boys basketball tournament at NDSU. Starting with the quarterfinals on March the 4th. Toss the tap and Central Cass wins it. We are underway with DeBoyus. The Broncos will start out in a 2-3 matchup zone. Here's Jonah Leitz, right side. 3-point shot, no. Rebound at the hands of Holmstrom, and out of bounds it will stay with Central Cass. We'll see how long usually Klingbeil and DeBoyu, not typically starters for Central Cass, how long Matt Norman will keep them in the game, but you'll see Dixon and Coppervig and some of the other starters get their minutes. Pass is nearly stolen and is taken away by Chase Johnson, and he's fouled by DeBoyu. Chase Johnson able to tip that pass with one hand, gather it in with the other, and then trying to knock it free was DeBoyu, and Thomas called for the foul. That'll be his first. The inbound's taken by the Broncos and Chase Johnson. They'll go from right to left as we see it. High on the right side for Holmstrom. Holmstrom takes a dribble to the three-point arc for Dawson Perro, right wing. Squirrels will start man-to-man defensively. Perro to the free throw line, steps through inside Holmstrom. Turnaround shot off the glass and good. Holmstrom will get a lot of post touches with Wyatt Runk out of the lineup. They've got to find some points from somewhere, and it's 2-0 Broncos. Cates with it. Zach Cates between the circles finding Leitz. They'll swing it around to the corner. Here's Klingbeil firing a three. That is long, no good. And Mason Lutz grabs the rebound for the Broncos. So Lutz back the other way with it. Right side for Holmstrom. Holmstrom picks up his dribble up top for Lutz. Straight on. 20-footers on the way and deep. Ball comes high up the back tab. Rebound chased down by Chase Johnson. And Johnson is fouled. I think it's going to be DeBoyu again. Chase Johnson able to track that down far sideline to push in a foul. And Thomas DeBoyu picks up a couple early. And Max Coppervig, 5'8" sophomore. Fouls in about a minute. Take a seat. 7:02 to go in the opening quarter. So Coppervig, your normal starting point guard here for Central Cass. Pass deflected, intercepted by Coppervig, and a loose ball foul on Perro. No, Coppervig stepped out of bounds. Pass was intercepted by Coppervig. It was deflected, but Coppervig stepped out of bounds as he got within the loose ball, so it will stay with the Broncos. Just underway, 2-0 Lisbon here in the opening minute. Inbounds right side, now back out for Parker Runk. Runk hands it off to Johnson. Steading out defensively is Coppervig defensively, right wing. That is Holmstrom. Holmstrom will drive on Leitz just inside the foul line. Tries to step through and can't for Perro. Shot clock at 20, 6:45 to go here in the opening quarter. Pass tipped away. Nice job, Christian Leitz. Quick hands and added that one out of bounds. It'll stay with the Broncos with 18 on the shot clock. The inbounds coming to triggered in. It'll be Lutz taking it in backcourt. It'll be Chase Johnson. On the right side for Holmstrom. Holmstrom just inside the foul line. Tries to lean in. Goes up and under on Leitz. Shot is up. No good. An interior defense there. And the rebound to Christian Leitz. Baseline drive. That is Zach Cates trying to cut him off Lutz in the baseline. The blocking foul called on Mason Lutz. Lutz will pick up his first in the first of the game against the Broncos. 6:29 to go first quarter. 2-0 Lisbon. Klingbeil up top. Coppervig versus at left side. Jonah Leitz in the corner. Shot fake. Christian Leitz. High on the left side. Zach Cates gets a Jonah Leitz screen. Now Christian left wing. Back up top for Coppervig. Make it Cates for Coppervig right side. Max now finding Christian Leitz to the left wing. Jonah Leitz feet inside. Getting free Zach Cates. A kick out back for Coppervig. He'll set his feet. 20-footers up. Line drive shot no good. And the rebound picked up by Lutz. Down floor Parker Runk. Runk will drive as Jonah Leitz to beat. He'll stop and put it up and in. If he tries to run over Jonah Leeds, he's probably going to get whistled for a charge. He was able to stop at a dime and put it up and in off the window. 4-0 on the drive. Klingbeil for Coppervig up top for Jonah Leeds. And the left side, Christian Leeds. Ball fake. Cross-court pass right side. Jab step by Zach Cates. Christian Leeds with the right elbow. Veers off to the three-point arc. Entry pass tipped away by Holmstrom into the hands of Runk. Turnover number 2 for Central Cass. Down floor with it. Perro to the corner. Here's Chase Johnson for 3. He hits. Johnson buries the 3, and it's 7-0 Broncos. 5:25 to go here in the opening quarter. Coppervig for Klingbeil. So Lisbon minus 2 starters. Running out fast. Jonah Leeds, 2-3 Lisbon zone. Leeds, cross-court pass Coppervig. He'll face up, 21-footers up. Front rim, that's no good. Another rebound, 3 of them for Mason Lukes. Lukes back the other way for the Broncos. Lukes for Holmstrom. Sends it right wing Perro, but Holmstrom travel. Turnover. One big talk with head coach Matt Norman of the Squirrels before the game. Klingbeil out is number 40, Josh Dixon, a 6'3 sophomore. Squirrels last week struggled with Sargent Central, came away with the win, winning by single digits against the Cadets, the bottom seed in Region 1. Here's Christian Leeds right to the key for 3, and good. So it took 3 minutes, but the Squirrels are on the board. It's 7-3, 4:52 and counting, but it's the teams that play the Squirrels physical and trying to get a body on them aren't always the best matchups. They kind of struggle at times. Feet inside, Holmstrom, turnaround shot no good. The rebound wrestled away by Coppervig. Coppervig 3-on-4. Coppervig right wing Zach Cates for Christian Leeds. Jab step, left side Jonah Leeds. Bounce pass Dixon. Back to the basket in the left box. Help defense comes. A kick out Jonah Leeds. Left wing 3 is short. And the rebound chased down by Parker Runk. Outlet pass, here's Lukes to the corner with it. Perro, left baseline. Sends it back up top. Chase Johnson for Holmstrom. Cross-court pass. Parker Ruck calling for it. 3 right side off the front rim, no good. And the rebound to Jonah Leeds for Central Cass. 4:12 to go first quarter. 7-3 Broncos. Right wing with it. Zach Cates down low. Dixon gets around Holmstrom up strong and scores. Entry pass to Dixon and made the catch. A turn around the defender Holmstrom. 5 straight for the Squirrels. 7-5 Lisbon. 3:55 to go here in the opening quarter. Perro, entry pass down low. That's Holmstrom. Backs down Jonah Leeds. Right-handed shot, no good. Another rebound for Jonah, his second. Outlet pass on the run for Zach Cates. Cates to the free throw line. Short corner. A kick out back for Leeds. Now back for Dixon. Dixon a kick out Coppervig to the corner with it. Christian Leeds. Up top of it, Coppervig. 3:36 to go first quarter. Now roll the pass inside. Leeds. Nice look down low for Dixon, who scores. Jonah Leeds the assist. Extra pass gets them the basket. We're even at 7. 3:25 to go in the opening quarter. 7 straight for Central Cass. He races the early Lisbon lead. Top of the key, Dawson Perro. Takes one dribble high on the right side for Runk. Runk looks inside. Entry pass down low. Holmstrom up strong and scores. Reese Holmstrom challenging Jonah Leeds that time. Reese with 4, and it's 9-7. 2-point lead. The Broncos grab the lead back. Short corner with it, Coppervig. Working around that 2-3 zone. Jonah Leeds between the circles. Lob, Zach Cates, far corner. Entry pass tipped away. It's headed for Dixon. Stolen by the Broncos. Taken away by Chase Johnson. Third Squirrels turnover. And over carrying call on Lukes, and Lisbon gives it right back. Second Broncos turnover is our coverage brought to you by Grotberg Electric, winner in Valley City, by Hagen Dental of Castleton, and also by Wilton Tire Service of Lisbon. Short timeout brought to you by Valley Plains Equipment Hunter in Galesburg. 2:54 to go here in the opening quarter. Your score, Lisbon 9, Central Cass 7. We're back in 30 seconds.
Serving farmers since 1918, Hunter Grain Company is proud to be your local farmers cooperative. Hunter Grain Company offers agronomy services and products, propane for drying and home heating, plus grain marketing opportunities with elevators in Hunter and Gardner. When you call Hunter Grain Company, you get local personal service provided by good people who know their customers are their neighbors. Call Hunter Grain Company today, 874-2112. See why Hunter Grain Company is always trusted and ready to serve you. Hunter Grain Company, your local farmers cooperative.
Substitution, it'll be Lisbon lineup. Robert Adam, number 32, 6'2" sophomore is in the lineup. He is in for Mason Lukes. 2:54 to go in the opening quarter. Brad Anderson here and Jeremy McIntyre back at our studios. It's 9-7. Lisbon a 2-point lead. Valley Plains Equipment bringing you the timeout. Call them in Hunter at 874-2168 or 800-726-8974. Galesburg, 488-2238 or 800-726-8976. 2:48 to go. It is Squirrels basketball. High on the left side, Zach Cates off a Jonah Leeds screen for Coppervig. Near corner, ball fake Christian Leeds. Inside for Dixon, knocked away. Battled away by Holmstrom. Loose and picked up by Dawson Perro. Turnover Central Cass. Perro leads the break for Adam. Left side, 12-footer good, left of the paint. Robert Adam for two. Transition basket off a turnover. That's the fourth Central Cass turnover, and Lisbon leads 11-7. 2:23 to go in the first quarter. Right wing, Jonah Leeds. Met in that zone by Adam. Coppervig top of the key. Returns it for Leeds right wing. Dixon posting up on the blocks. Zach Cates reverses it. Christian Leeds. He'll step into a 20-footer. That's off the front rim. No good. Offensive board to Coppervig. For Leeds up top, Zach Cates. Cates will drive to the blocks. Met by Adam. Some help defense from Parker Rugg. Cates in trouble. Finds Dixon. Left wing, Coppervig. He'll face up. 20-footer. In and out. No good. Rebound loose. Pinballed around. Still loose. Scooped up. Jonah Leeds muscles his way in and draws a blocking foul. Somebody's got to get to that loose ball for the Broncos. It hit on the floor at the left blocks, and battling for that loose ball and getting to it, Jonah Leeds. And so he was about ready to go to the ground, just shoveled a shot up there, and the foul on Adam. Robert Adam picks up his first. Second team foul. First one for Leeds is around the rim and no good. Mason Luke's back into the game for Parker Rugg for the Broncos. Again, Lisbon without two starters today. Wyatt Rugg still nursing an injured ankle. Sounds like he will be ready to go Tuesday for their play-in game. And also Colby Rasmussen out of the lineup as well, not with the team today. Free throw good as Jonah Leeds gets his first point of the game. It's 11-8 in favor of the Broncos. Leeds will check out. And number 24, Wes Cates, 6'2 junior is in the lineup, as is Owen Worry, 5'10 junior, sharpshooter. Zach Cates out for Central Cass. 1:48 to play first quarter. Right wing, ball fake by Adam. Dribbles to the free throw line, turns, leans, and will find Chase Johnson between the circles. Johnson, shot clock 18. Stutter step dribble, left wing for Lukes. Back up top for Perro. Perro, jab step, heads left, feet inside, intended for Holmstrom. Knocked away, picked up by Johnson. Shot just inside the foul line, good. 5 for Chase Johnson. Lead back to 5 for the Broncos at 13-8. Worry for Coppervig. Back for Worry. 3 in the corner is on the way. That's too strong, and Holmstrom grabs the rebound. First of the game for Holmstrom on the glass. Down come the Broncos. Right wing Johnson. Feed inside for Robert Adam. Knocked away as it was last touch by Christian Leeds. Or no, it's going to say last touch by Adams. So it will be a Lisbon turnover and Central Cass ball. Third turnover against the Broncos. 1:10 counting here in the first half. 5-point lead. Lisbon. Central Cass has not led. They tied it up at 7. Now a 13-8 lead. Feed inside Dixon. Surrounded by Broncos. Coppervig left side. West Cates. Cates spins at the elbow. Left wing. Head and shoulder fake. Christian Leeds. Will lob a pass left baseline for Cates. Feed inside. Spinning and twisting the catch. Dixon. Touch pass Worry. Back out Coppervig right of the key. 20-footer. Good. Coppervig. Good ball rotation there by the Squirrels. And had an open three and knocked it down. 13-11 Broncos. Inbounds Holmstrom now for Chase Johnson. About a 6-second difference between shot clock and game clock here at the end of the quarter. Heading left with it, Chase Johnson, defended by Coppervig. Uses up the dribble. Adam down low for Holmstrom. Holmstrom turns, tries to go up and under. Shot in traffic, blocked by Leeds. No, contact and a foul. Christian left his feet, and that probably what led to the foul that time. If he stays on his feet, he might have a chance to block that shot. Foul is on Christian, his first, 13 foul. That will get Holmstrom to the free throw line. Talked about it when Brunk went down with that injured ankle Saturday night at NDSCS last Saturday against Hankinson. Holmstrom really stepped up. Free throw good. It's his 5th point of the quarter. He really had a big third quarter in that game. Free throw is up and good. He had 9 points in that third quarter. 13 of the game. He hits both tosses here. 15-11 Broncos. Holmstrom checks out of the lineup. Parker Rugg back into the game for the Broncos. Shot clock off. 23 seconds to go in the first. A 15-11 lead for the visiting Lisbon Broncos. Trying to end the regular season at 500. Coppervig. 13 seconds to go here in the quarter. 2-3 zone. Coppervig waits. Down to 8. Right side, Rory. Now they'll get things moving. Up top, Owen. Jump past Coppervig off his hands, and the Squirrels throw it away. 5th Central Cass turnover. Broncos have 2.5 seconds to go the length of the floor, as it'll be Perro to trigger it in. They'll try and get it in the hands of Chase Johnson, perhaps. They get to Johnson, and he'll fire from about 70 feet and fires it hard off the backboard to end the first quarter. The Broncos start fast, got the first 7 points. They lead by 4 here after 1. 1 quarter in the books. It's Lisbon 15, Central Cass 11. We're back in 1 minute.
Have you gone through your spring planting checklist? Farmers Union Oil Company of Emden is here to help. Cultivator needs new sweeps? They carry Nichols cultivator sweeps. Still in need of liquid or dry fertilizer? They got you covered. Have you lined up your custom fertilizer application? Call them and book it. Bulk fuel tanks a little empty? You guessed it. They have fuel delivery too. Let Farmers Union Oil Company of Emden help you every step of the way this spring. Farmers Union Oil Company of Emden.
Know who has some great food? Kelly's Cafe in Arthur, North Dakota. Besides their daily lunch specials, they're known for their Monday night fry bread tacos. People rave about their Wednesday night $5 cheeseburger and fries basket. And every Saturday night, prime rib. But it's their Friday night dinner special you won't want to miss. Listen to this station starting every Wednesday to hear their Friday night special. Believe me, it's so good, you'll want to work it into your weekend plans. Kelly's Friday night special, only at Kelly's Cafe in Arthur.
Proudly celebrating 15 years under one ownership. KZTK. Arthur, Fargo, Moorhead.
Lisbon ball to start the second quarter. Broncos a 15-11 lead. It is Johnson, Robert Adam, along with Lukes, Holmstrom, and Parker Runk. Squirrels will go into a 2-3 zone. Cross-court pass. Parker Runk sets up, fires for three, and hits. Runk buries the three. Back to a 7-point lead. 18-11. Broncos equal their biggest lead of the first half. It is Coppervig, Jonah Leitz, Wes Cates, Zach Cates, and Worry. Here 5 for Central Cass. Left side with it, Wes Cates to the corner. Here is a Zach Cates three off the front rim, no good. Holmstrom grabs the rebound, his second, clears it, and Holmstrom back the other way with it for the Broncos. So the Broncos without their leading scorer and all-region player Wyatt Runk, and also Colby Rasmussen, one of their starting guards, have played very well. Squirrels have not been able to grab a lead so far. Turnaround shot, Holmstrom spins and twists. Shot is up, no good. Tapped out by Holmstrom into the hands of Worry. Now Cates will veer Coppervig. 18 Lisbon turnovers. Zach Cates for Worry. Catches high on the left for Coppervig to the corner. Wes Cates back for Coppervig. Faces up from 20. Yes. Just like that, 7 straight for the Squirrels, and it's 18-18 as Coppervig is second 3 and 8. First half points. Timeout. Timeout called by Kim Mark and the Broncos. 7 straight for the Squirrels. Timeout. A Valley Plains Equipment timeout with 5:44 to go first half. Valley Plains Equipment, Hunter and Galesburg, your area John Deere dealer. Lisbon at Central Cass are even at 18. We're back with more after this 30-second timeout.
Are you dreading tax time? Piper Tax and Insurance can take the worry out of preparing your taxes. Ready to review your tax issues? They find ways to apply existing and new tax law to lower your tax burden. They can also help you review your financial and retirement planning, along with your current insurance coverage, to make sure you have the coverage you need. Piper Tax and Insurance, with offices in Castleton and Enderlin. Call Piper Tax and Insurance today, 888-343-4363. Good luck to all area sports teams.
Well, some of the other regions that haven't gone to the Super Region format, you got district play going on. District 5 in Jamestown had underway last night. Lemoore Litchfield Marion, the number 1 seed there. District 6 also in Region 3 going on there. They got wiped out last night, postponed until tomorrow night, their first day of play today. Tied at 18. This is just my personal opinion. I'm just glad we're done with district tournament. Super Region format is just fine. Left wing with it, Johnson. Up top, Runk reverses it right wing for Dawson Perro. To the corner with it, Adam. Not everybody shares that opinion. 2-3 Squirrel zone. Every pass through it wide of Holmstrom, and the Squirrels working hard in that zone. Force a Lisbon turnover. That is their 6th here of the first half. Squirrels have turned it over 5 times. 5 for Central Cass. It is Worry. Along with the Cates boys, Wes and Zach, Coppervig, and Jonah Leitz. Left wing, Owen Worry. Worry, cross-court pass, Zach Cates. Head and shoulder fake. Wes Cates near corner with it. Here's off to the right wing for Coppervig. 21 on the shot clock. Lisbon in a 2-3 zone. Zach Cates drops it off right wing. Open. Coppervig for 3. Spins off no good. And the rebound to Chase Johnson. Tied at 18. Pass right wing, Perro. Perro back for Holmstrom. Bobbles it into the hands of Leitz, and the Broncos turn it over. Leitz, it's 5-on-3 if they hustle. Wes Cates lost the ball. Retaken by Adam. Down floor, Holmstrom. Holmstrom down the paint. Drives, lays it up and in. Turnover there by the Squirrels in transition. Gave the Broncos a break, and Holmstrom able to finish. 20-18. Lisbon by 2. Squirrels, I don't believe, have led. We were tied at 7 and at 18. Lions, they've had to change the scoreboard here in the first half. Right wing, Jonah Leitz. On the drive, Zach Cates spins at the free throw line. Left wing, Coppervig. Back up top for Worry. 17 to the shot clock. Worry on a crossover. Right side for Wes Cates. Up top, Worry. Left wing, Coppervig. To the corner, Zach Cates. 3. Rainbow 3 up. Back rim, no. Parker Runk the rebound. His first of the game for the Broncos. It'll find Chase Johnson. Broncos front court. Entry pass inside, tipped off the deflection. Holmstrom, turnaround off balance shot, good. Maurice Holmstrom has 10 here in the first half, 22-18. Lisbon extends the lead back to 4, 3:54 to go in the second quarter. The handoff to Worry. He'll step into a 3 from 21, back rim no good. Holmstrom, his third rebound for the Broncos, leaves it bounce for Chase Johnson. Pass goes left wing. Ruck, baseline, Robert Adam, 15-footer, good. Nobody went out to defend in that zone, and Adam was wide open and didn't hesitate. Knocked it down. 6 straight for the Broncos. Been a game of many runs here. 24-18 Lisbon. Up top of it, Wes Cates. Right side, Zach Cates for Worry. Worry to the free throw line will drive. Sends a right wing for Coppervig. Broncos staying steadfast in that 2-3 zone. Pass leaping catch Coppervig up top. Coppervig veers off to the left. Shot clock 14. Lob right side of the wing. Worry up top. Jonah Leeds. Pass intercepted. Unsuspecting, but catching it, Perro. Perro will go coast to coast in the drive, and is hacked and fouled by Jonah Leeds. Perro wasn't expecting that pass was going to end up in his lap, but he kind of turned around and whoop, there it was, and he leads the break. Fouled by Jonah Leeds. Leeds will pick up his first, 4th team foul, and Dawson Perro looking to score. And he will shoot a pair here for the Lisbon Broncos. Free throw number 1 is no good. Broncos 2 of 3 from the free throw line. Number 14, Jonah Welter, 6'2 junior in the lineup for Lisbon, and for the first time. Mason Luke's also back in, as Adam and Parker Runk take a seat. Klingbeil's back into the game for Central Cass, as is Josh Dixon. Christian Leitz will check it as well, as the free throw is good for Perro. As Dawson Perro in that loss to Hankinson last Saturday, he did not score in that game. 25-18. You're 5 for the Squirrels now as Christian Leitz in there with Coppervig, Dixon, Zach Cates, and Devin Klingbeil. Back to a 7-point Bronco advantage. Left baseline actually in the short corner driving is Klingbeil, and he is fouled. See if that's going to be a shooting foul or not. No. Official signals it is a foul on the floor. Holmstrom with the foul. It's going to be his first, just the 3rd team foul against the Broncos. So Central Cass ball. Lisbon's had now 3 7-point leads at 7-0, 18-11, and now at 25-18. Left wing with it, Klingbeil. Klingbeil spins at the elbow for Christian Leitz. Leitz up top for Coppervig. Coppervig ball above his head. Standing up defensively is Welter in that zone. Klingbeil off the screen, puts up the runner just inside the foul line and hits. Klingbeil's first points, 25-20. 5-point lead for Lisbon. 2:25 to go in the second quarter. Johnson, cross-court pass caught by Holmstrom. Diagonal pass wide of Welter, but chased down by Lukes. He saves it for Welter. Good hustle. Broncos maintain possession. Free throw line jump shot. Holmstrom hits. Pushed it up with one hand off the front rim and good. A dozen for Reese Holmstrom. 27-20. Lisbon back to a 7-point lead. Christian Leitz on the drive to the short corner. Kicks it to the right wing. Klingbeil on the drive. Back up top, Coppervig. Left side, Zach Cates for Coppervig up top. Nice look inside. Nice look for Klingbeil. Shot is up, no good. He left it short, and they foul as Dixon got the rebound and is fouled inside before he could put up the shot. Dawson Perro will pick up his first 4th team foul. Will not be a shooting foul. The Squirrels have been to the line just twice here in the first half. Total of 18 fouls, 4 each team here in the first half. 1:51 to go before halftime. Coppervig, right wing. Klingbeil. Back up top, head and shoulder fake, Christian Leitz. And a crossover, now steps back. Veers right to the wing, Klingbeil. 23 to shoot. Top of the key for Dixon. Left side, Coppervig. Steps into a 21-footer. Got another one. 3rd 3 for Coppervig. 27-23 Broncos by 4. Chase Johnson on the left side with it. We have a timeout. Short one called by Kim Mark and the Broncos. Checking the length of the timeout. I believe it will be a 30. We will wait and see on that. It will be a short timeout presented by Valley Plains Equipment. Hunter and Galesburg will keep it here as Coppervig 11 points for Central Cass. Reese Holmstrom with Runk out of the lineup, 12 points. And Holmstrom 6'4", and this Lisbon squad, they had a lot of returners from that squad last year. They have 3 seniors with Chase Johnson, Runk, and Bitho, who's out of the lineup today as well. But last year struggled early. Started to play better as the season progressed. You might recall they were the number 11 seed last year going into the region play-in round. Upset number 6 Tri-State. Went on to the quarterfinals before they were bounced, but gave Maple Valley a pretty good game. Ended up losing by 10 last year in the region quarterfinals down at Science. 27-23 Broncos, 1:24 to go. Squirrels have not led. We've been tied at 18 was our last tie before the Broncos ran off 7 straight. Johnson between the circles. Pass knocked away, deflected back to Chase Johnson as Klingbeil able to battle away. Shot clock 14 to the top of the key. Johnson. Free throw circle. Now facing up is Holmstrom. Tries to go up and under. Slides around Dixon. Shot off the glass. No good. Rebound Christian Leeds is second for the Squirrels. Clears it for Copperbeck. Final minute of play here in the first half. A one-handed bullet touch pass. Zach Cates. Nice look for Dixon. Who lays it in. That extra pass that time. A smart extra pass. Squirrels cut it to 2 at 27-25. Perro crank up the press. A 1-2-2 full court press. Robert Adam hands it back for Perro as the Broncos break it. Lukes. Right side Chase Johnson. Johnson nearly fumbled the ball. Works his way in the paint. 12-footer is good. 7 for Chase Johnson, and Lisbon responds. 29-25 Broncos. 30 seconds to go second quarter. Right wing, Cates. Between the circles with it, Christian Leeds. Central Cass can play for the final shot, and that appears is what they will do. On the left side, Klingbeil. 18 seconds to play here in the first half. Now for Copperbeck. Loosely guarded by Mason Lukes. And it comes out a little bit in that 2-3 zone. They do settle back into that zone as Copperbeck. 8 seconds to go. Left side, Cates to the corner. Klingbeil drives down the baseline. Cut off by Holmstrom. Bad angle shot. No good. In fact, it went up and over the basket. Over the side of the backboard. And that's something you just can't do. Turnover Central Cass. Lisbon, 2.9 seconds to go. We'll have to try and go the length of the floor. Chase Johnson just going to hold on to the ball. And Lisbon will take the lead on the halftime break. So the Broncos start fast. Jump out to a 7-0 lead. Saw Central Cass come back and tie them on 3 different occasions with some mini runs. And Lisbon without Wyatt Runk, without Colby Rasmussen, they played a solid first half. As we'll get to our first half numbers coming up here in just a moment. Your halftime score here in the final regular season game for both these teams. Lisbon will come back with a home playing game Tuesday. Central Cass will be off until the region quarterfinals. Your halftime score in this one, it is Lisbon 29, Lisbon 29, Central Cass 25. The visiting Broncos with the lead. We'll come back with the first half numbers after this 2-minute timeout.
Egg Country Farm Credit Services is proud to sponsor area high school sports. If you're looking to add acres, refinance, or consolidate debt to build working capital, Egg Country can provide the financial tools and egg expertise you need. We are competitive in the marketplace and offer a conversion feature that is unique to the industry. Stop in and visit with us today. Good luck this season to all the teams, fans, and coaches from all of us at Egg Country.
Small towns are the heart and soul of North Dakota, and Moore Engineering salutes the hardworking student athletes that compete in Class B basketball. They work with more than 80 North Dakota cities, so they see firsthand the loyalty and pride residents feel for their communities and for their teams. Best of luck to the teams competing in today's game. Moore Engineering is committed to helping cities of every size across the state be more vibrant, more progressive, more sustainable. Find more information at mooreengineeringinc.com.
Riverside Building Center in Lisbon takes this time to show their support for high school athletics. What they love most is how one team can capture the passion of an entire community and help everyone feel a sense of pride. Riverside Building Center is helping to strengthen our community by sponsoring today's game. Athletes, enjoy this opportunity. Study hard, practice with purpose, and represent your community with pride and humility. From Riverside Building Center in Lisbon and online at rbclisbon.com.
Welton's Tire Service, locally owned and operated since 1972, has tires for all your vehicles, whether you have a car, pickup, truck, or farm equipment, or are looking for Goodyear, Cooper, Firestone, or Toyo tires. They have it all. Welton's Tire Service will also come to your farm with their on-the-farm tire service. Not only do they sell tires, they also repair tires, brakes, perform wheel alignments, and fix front ends. Welton's Tire Service of Lisbon, 701-683-5136.
Now, back to more high school sports on 103.9 The Truck.
We mentioned there were 3 games that got wiped out due to the weather from Friday that were being played today. Richland and Sargent Central was this afternoon. Tonight, Mildred North Sargent at Enderlin. The varsity game will be about 7:30 or so on that one. The winner gets the number 5 seed. Will face Hankinson in the play-in round Tuesday. The loser, well, if it's Mildred North Sargent, if they lose, they would slide to number 6. If it's Enderlin, they could slide down to 6 or 7, depending on how everything shakes out here. But that will be an interesting matchup in Lisbon. The Broncos, with not a whole lot to play for here, they know they're getting a first-round home game Tuesday, just whether they'll slide to 6, 7, maybe an 8 seed. But Lisbon, down 2 starters, really came out very well. They've gotten some low-post looks for Holmstrom, who's played very well here in the first half. They have a 29-25 advantage on Central Cass as the Broncos jumped out to a 7-0 lead. Squirrels came back with a 7-0 run of their own to tie it up at 7. We were tied. The last tie was at 18 before the Broncos ran off 7 consecutive points. Squirrels cut it down to 2. But a Chase Johnson basket in the final minute makes it a 29-25 Broncos lead here at halftime. Brad Anderson with you. Jeremy McIntyre producing things at our studios as we want to be back here to Central Cass High School. First half numbers for the Broncos. Lisbon led by Reese Holmstrom as he has 12 first half points. And with Runk out of the lineup, he's getting a lot of low post looks, and he certainly has taken full advantage of that as Holmstrom with 12 points to lead the way for the Broncos. 5 points for Parker Runk, including a 3 in the second quarter. Chase Johnson, 7 points, including a 3. 7 for Johnson, 5 for Parker Runk, 4 points for Robert Adam, and 1 for Dawson Perro for 29 in the first half here for the Lisbon Broncos. Lisbon from the stripe, going 3 of 4 in the first half as Dawson Perro 1 of 2, Holmstrom 2 for 2. Team fouls just 4 on Lisbon. Perro, Robert Adam, Mason Lukes, and Reese Holmstrom each with 1 foul. Leading rebounders Mason Lukes and Holmstrom by our numbers each with 3. And turnover-wise, Lisbon took fairly good care of the basketball. 7 first half turnovers. For Central Cass, the Squirrels led by 6 from Josh Dixon with the senior day lineup. Dixon did not start, but came back in, got some low post looks. Broncos going into that 2-3 zone, really collapsing down hard on the post where they're getting that weak side help. Sometimes a third defender there to surround the post players. Josh Dixon with 6 first half points. Max Kobervig leading the way for the Squirrels with 11 3-3-pointers as Kobervig just continuing to play some very good basketball right now, handling things at the point and shooting the ball at a high level. Had the 6 threes in that win over Northern Cass on February the 5th. Had double figures in the win over Mildred North Sargent, but he has 11 points, couple of rebounds here in the first half. 6 for Dixon, 3 points on an early 3 for Christian Leitz. Devin Klingbeil, Wes Cates, each with 2 points. Jonah Leitz with 1. First half total 25 for the Central Cass Squirrels. Squirrels went to the line just twice as Jonah Leitz, 1 of 2 from the stripe, the only free throw attempts for his team. 14 fouls against the Squirrels, 2 on Thomas DeBoyes. Thomas started, picked up 2 personals in the opening minute. 1 foul for Christian Leitz, 1 as well for Jonah Leitz. Leading rebounders, Jonah Leitz with 3, Kobervig and Christian Leitz 2, and 8 first half turnovers for the Central Cass Squirrels. Score by quarters, Lisbon led 15-11 after 1. Each team 14 points in the second quarter. As tied at 18, Lisbon ran off 7 consecutive points, and Broncos a 4-point lead. Lisbon 29, Central Cass 25 here at halftime. We will bring you one of the Region 1 play-in games once the bracket becomes finalized. The games will start at 7 o'clock on Tuesday. We'll bring one of those to you. Once the bracket comes out, we'll make our decision, and we'll have that for you on 103.9 The Truck, 103.9thetruck.com. Looking to bring you as well. We're going to get our plans finalized here for the state girls basketball tournament. The Region 1 champion Kindred Vikings. If you did not hear, the brackets came out yesterday. The Vikings did not get one of the 5 seeds. They got one of the random draws. They will get number 2 seed Langdon Edmore Munich in the opening round at the Betty Engelstead Sioux Center on the UND campus, or just outside the UND campus in Grand Forks, is the state girls tournament in Grand Forks. Not at the Alara Center, but it's at the Betty in Grand Forks, which is, of course, connected to Ralph Engelstead Arena. Should be a good environment for that state tournament, but the Vikings will face Langdon Edmore Munich. The first game of the tournament opening round at 1 p.m. on Thursday. If they win, they would be in the semifinals Friday night at 6:30. If they lose, they'll be in the consolation round at 1. That'll be coming up late next week. Second half coming up here in just a couple of moments. Your halftime score from the Central Cass School here in Castleton. Regular season finale for both these teams. Lisbon 29, Central Cass 25. We're back with the second half of play from Castleton after this 2-minute timeout at 103.9 The Truck.
Updating your current electrical panel? Planning on building a new home or updating your existing home? Grotberg Electric of Gwinner and Valley City will help you with your electrical projects. No matter how large or small, each project receives the same attention and care. Industrial, commercial, and residential. Grotberg Electric will help you with all your electrical projects from start to finish. Grotberg Electric of Gwinner and Valley City, your leader in the electrical contracting field for over 60 years. Call 678-2495.
Jerry's Excavating in Castleton wishes the team good luck in today's game. Jerry's Excavating digs complete septic systems, water lines, and sewers, and offers directional boring, laser ditching, demolition, basement excavating, and site prep. Call Jerry and the guys for all your excavating needs at 347-4368. That's 347-4368. Jerry's Excavating in Castleton.
Ross and the staff at Castleton Lumber are proud to serve you and proud of the Central Cass girls basketball teams as they compete this season. Castleton Lumber has an excellent selection of siding, roofing, and windows. They even offer drafting and design services, ensuring your project's quality and perfection. Castleton Lumber wants to thank you for your support, and they proudly support Squirrels basketball and every Squirrels sports team. Call Castleton Lumber today at 347-4471.
Shouldn't a home comfort system make you completely comfortable? At Carrier, our expert dealers are the trusted source for everything you need for home heating and cooling. When you decide to repair or upgrade your home comfort system, your local Carrier dealer can advise you on your air conditioning, heating, and indoor air quality needs. From maintenance to repair to installation, going with a Carrier expert is a decision you'll always take comfort in.
Your Carrier expert in Castleton and surrounding area is Steve's Heating and Air Conditioning, 347-4761.
Live on the web at 1039thetruck.com.
Central Cass ball to start the third quarter. It is Jonah and Christian Leeds along with Zach Cates, Coppervig, and Dixon. Dixon left of the free throw line, one dribble. Coppervig near corner. He'll take a three. It is up front rim, no good. Rebound. Trying to grab it, Chase Johnson, and trying to come over the top and knock that ball free was Zach Cates and landed on the back of Johnson. Foul is on Zach Cates, his first. 5 for the Broncos. It is Dawson Farrell, Chase Johnson, Parker Runk, Reese Holmstrom, and Mason Lukes. And Lisbon without 2 of their starters today, including their leading scorer and all-region player from last year, Wyatt Runk. But still a 4-point Broncos lead. Entry pass caught by Holmstrom. Slides around Cates, lays it up, no good, and a foul called. They got it over the fronting defender, Leeds. Some help down below, but Holmstrom, nice footwork, able to maneuver around that second defender. Foul on Zach Cates, his second foul in just a matter of seconds, and Reese Holmstrom to the free throw line for the Broncos. Coverage brought to you by Riverside Building Center of Lisbon as the first toss good for Holmstrom, 30-25 Lisbon. Coverage also brought to you by the